What's going on, my fellow fuzz butts? Zabu the Sergal here, and I'm back with another video just to educate my people. Okay, so as most of you know, when I went to FWA 2015, I auditioned for the dance competition. And with a heavy heart, I have to say that I did not make the cut. But there is a little point that kind of interests me as to why I did not make the cut. Okay, so first we'll start with like the group of dancers that were auditioning as a whole. Like whenever I was sitting in the room, I noticed that, you know, all of the like the amateur or the beginner dancers, we were all kind of stationed at like the back of the room. We were all, you know, just sitting there being nervous, like, oh my god, you know, what's gonna happen? Have you ever danced before? No, me neither. This is my first time. This is my first convention as a whole. You know, all these things. There were a lot of greenhorns in that room. But at the same token, like towards the front of the room, there were so many of these experienced dancers, you know, the dancers that you've seen for many and many years, and those dancers that you've seen on like YouTube videos, or if you've been to those panels and you've actually seen them dancing on stage, those people were also there. And so after I went up on stage, you know, I did my little moves or whatever, and I was done, and the judges, you know, they gave me my applause or whatever, and they were like, you know, you did good and all that stuff. But as soon as I was done and all those other people started dancing, I'm just sitting there like, oh, this is gonna be difficult, because I knew at that point that my dancing, even though they said it was good, was on a completely different level from all those experienced dancers out there. And that kind of makes you wonder, like, why were we even in the same room? There should have been two completely different panels, one for amateur dancers or beginner dancers, and one for, you know, the experienced dancers. That way, everyone who, you know, hasn't been dancing for very long can still have their chance to, you know, dance in front of the judges and show people what they've got, instead of just being like, you know, you're not as cool as these guys, so you're not making the cut. I mean, of course, that's probably not what, you know, that's not what they said, but, you know, essentially, that's kind of what happened, because anytime, like, after the list was released of all the dancers that made it in, like, almost none of the amateur dancers made it in. And like, we were all talking to each other. I'm like, you know, did you make the cut? And they were like, no. And I'm like, I didn't either. And then like, we'd all be having a conversation as, you know, like, why that was. And I'm just sitting there like, it should have been organized a little better, because why would you put, you know, nervous, feeble dancers up against these, pretty much these pros, the people that have been doing it either all their life or for many, many years? I mean, it's like, why would it even be like that? But, where'd my, there's a, hey, yeah, this. I did get the little badge token thing, at least, you know, at least letting you know that I did go into the competition. So, I mean, yeah, I didn't make it in, but I will not fail, because I will take these losses and I will move those towards the next year, towards the next cons that I'll be going to. I'm going to get more practice in. I'm just going to, you know, start brushing up on my moves, start getting better and better. That way, when I do return to that con, I will slay. But for right now, I got to, you know, keep on practicing, and I'm going to go ahead and close this. If you want to follow me for faster updates, I'll have links posted down to my fur affinity below. Viewer discretion is advised, because there will be content on that site not suitable for all ages. I also have links to my Twitter. Definitely follow me on Twitter, because I'm trying to use Twitter more. That way I can talk to you guys more. So yeah, definitely follow me on Twitter. Talk to me. Send me messages. Post stuff to my wall. Whatever. I don't care. I'll probably respond to it, because I have nothing better to do. I also have my Facebook fan page as well as my Instagram down there. Also, yeah, follow me on Instagram. If you want to draw something, like draw some fan art of me, tag me on Instagram and I'll repost it, and, you know, show all my fuzz butts that, hey, people are drawing me stuff, and I appreciate that stuff so very much. So by all means, keep on doing that, because I appreciate that. But as always, my name is Zabu the Sergal, and I'm out of here.